Most of the ideas I get for these recordings happen from different comments that I get on TikTok or on Instagram. And what I've noticed is better for impacting more people and getting more engagement from the community is by uploading these recordings to the Presence of Being podcast rather than just responding to them on TikTok or Instagram alone. So if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram and have a question, just DM me and ask me, and I will give you an answer. And if I don't, it'll be in a podcast recording. But I will answer you because I answer all of my DMs. But I like expanding on the topics and the questions that I get from TikTok and Instagram in these podcast recordings because they can help more people than just one person. And even though on TikTok, for example, you can respond to a question or a comment in video form, I like being able to do it in more longer form content, and that's why I upload them here and on YouTube. So I made a video talking about foundation and how foundation internally is just so important. It does not matter how much you have. It does not matter how much you succeed. Even if you achieve what it is you're planning to do, even if you have a goal and you commit to that goal and you achieve that goal, even if you have a vision in your mind of something that it is you want to achieve or do, it literally does not matter. If you get there or when you get there, it doesn't matter if you aren't content with yourself and you aren't happy with who you are. Imagine yourself having everything that it is you want to have. You will not be able to fully enjoy living that life or being that person if you aren't content and happy internally. If you are not content and happy with who you are, and you don't have that foundation built within you, you will not be able to enjoy the things that you achieve. You will not be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You will not be able to enjoy the life that you've created for yourself, or the goals or the dreams that you've manifested or have experienced. You will not be able to experience them to its greatest and fullest extent if you are not happy and content with yourself. Being able to fully experience and enjoy all the things that you set out to do, that can only happen once you have your foundation, which is built internally. Think about what it is you want. Think about who it is you see yourself becoming, the things that you would like to achieve. Being able to fully, and I mean fully to its greatest extent, experience the fulfillment that comes with that, the enjoyment and contentment and happiness that come with that, is only accessible when you have that foundation built within, which is being happy, content, and proud of who you are now. See everything as a reflection of your internal state. You can be in a room full of people and have people celebrate you and want to be around you and want to be your friend. But if you don't want to be your friend internally, if you aren't happy with who you are, if you don't like yourself, are you going to be able to enjoy spending time with other people? Are you going to be able to enjoy yourself spending time with other people? Of course not. You don't like yourself. You aren't happy with yourself. And the same goes for everything. Everything that you experience externally is a reflection of your state of being within you and how you feel internally. If you are happy and content and proud of yourself, and you've built that foundation with yourself, you've gotten comfortable being in your own skin, then even if you don't have the things that you want necessarily yet, you're still able to enjoy yourself. You're still able to enjoy the journey and the process to getting there, and you understand that there are valuable lessons to be gained from every season that you're in and everything that you go through. Even if you're going through shit, you can still enjoy the process of getting to your goals or reaching your goals. You understand that every season comes with its lessons, and you're able to learn everything from whatever season you're in, like I said. So you're just able to enjoy the process while still being happy and content and proud of yourself for going after what it is you want, or just by being yourself and expressing your authenticity. By being proud of yourself for that fact and having that foundation internally, you're able to enjoy the process to getting to where it is you want to go even more. having a good, uplifting, and positive relationship with yourself, nourishing your mind, your body, your soul, making sure you are in check with yourself, spending time alone, spending time thinking about what it is you want and who it is you want to become, becoming self-aware, becoming more comfortable in your skin. That is that foundation that in my eyes is needed in order for you to fully experience and enjoy the things that you ultimately see for yourself or want. And it comes in time. You have to be patient with yourself to build that foundation. Building a foundation for anything is crucial. Let's say you wanted to get into a relationship with someone. You have somebody in mind who you want to date, for example. Instead of just hopping into that relationship without getting to know that person, don't you think it would be smart to spend time vetting that person, seeing if that person aligns with you, your values, your principles, who you see yourself becoming? Do you see a future with this person? Like, build that foundation before you just hop into something, before you get into a business relationship. Are you just going to hop into it with them without knowing who they are or what their values are? Of course not. You're going to spend time with them and get to know them, and they are able to get to know you, and you just build upon that. Foundation is key for anything. In whatever realm or avenue of life you want to apply this to, you can apply it to. Whether it's building a foundation with yourself or building a foundation in a routine, in something that you're doing, a self-development practice, any sort of practice, building a foundation with other people and relationships, it does not matter. Foundation is so key, and you're only able to experience the fullest extent of whatever it is you're doing if you have that foundation built. Once you've built that foundation for yourself, even if you experience positivity externally, even if you are on the path to getting to where it is you want to go, or maybe you are experiencing what it is you want to experience, that's just a byproduct. It's an effect. It's the cherry on top, the sprinkles on top of the foundation that you've built within. You're happy and content and fulfilled already within. So, of course, it's great that you're experiencing happiness and contentment and positivity externally, but it's a byproduct. You're already fulfilled within. Because even if all that positivity and happiness and joy, whatever, you reaching your goals was gone externally, you would still have that foundation in place where you can still be proud of yourself. And because you've already taken care of yourself and you know yourself to such a degree, you have that to lean on. That's your foundation. That's your base. You're just content. You're happy. You take care of yourself. You know yourself. So you're unshaken by things that go on because you just know who you are. You could be going through a period of really good things happening to you, and you're so in alignment with your vision and your goals, and it seems like you have this flow that just like is pushing you in the right direction. And opportunities are coming up, abundance is coming your way, things are flowing. But that isn't always consistent. You may have some dips where you feel unmotivated and you're not as disciplined and things are tearing you down, whatever the case might be. As long as you have that strong foundation internally where you take care of yourself, you know yourself, you're happy with yourself, you're proud of yourself for trying, there's ebbs and flows, but that stays consistent. That foundation stays consistent, and that will always allow you and enable you to experience the highs to its fullest extent. And when you do experience those lows, you're able to lean on that foundation and trust that foundation to a point where you know that you're going to find the solution. You know you're going to get out of that rut. You're able to be grateful for yourself and the foundation that you've built for yourself and with yourself, that you can get out of that rut and then just continue to move forward towards positivity and growth. Like I said, you may have a goal or a dream, something that you want to do, and you're at point A now, and that is all the way at point B. So you're on the journey to getting from point A to point B. As long as you can remain proud of yourself, you understand that it's a journey, it's a process, you can learn from everything in your environment, and you trust yourself and you have that foundation within yourself, as you get from point A to point B, you can just lean on that. And that is the most important thing. So when you finally get to point B, you're like, I love this, I'm grateful for this, I'm so happy and proud of myself, but that was always there. So this is great what I'm experiencing right now. I did it. but I knew it. I'm familiar with this feeling because I did the work, and I've built that foundation, and that foundation is internal. Once you do get to the places that you want to get to, it'll feel like a secondary happiness, like it's just a mere reflection of your internal state. Once you are fulfilled internally and content with who you are within, and you're just yourself, the way that you see yourself isn't dependent on external conditions. It's not reliant upon external conditions. As a byproduct, you become more magnetic to positivity. You become a magnet and attract good things into your life that help you get closer to where it is you want to go. So you basically reinforce this positive cycle where you have that foundation built, you know yourself, you learn more about yourself, you focus on understanding that everything is a process and you're enjoying the journey to getting from point A to point B. And because you have that understanding and you're operating from this grateful, positive energy, you attract more good to you, which just helps you get closer to where it is you want to go. So it's just this positive cycle, like I said, that drives you forward. And it's just a great feeling. You're operating from this higher level state of being, and because of that, you draw good energy to you. And like I said, you get closer to where it is you want to go when you're operating from this energy and you identify with who it is you want to be, which is someone, I'm assuming, who not only has what it is they want, but wants to give more to other people, wants to be the best version of themselves, their most authentic, ideal version. And then that good just keeps on coming. And then, like I said, it all stems from that foundation. And that foundation, building that foundation isn't necessarily easy either. It takes time. It takes isolation. It's going to require you to spend more time by yourself. You're going to have to sacrifice, going out or whatever, because you want to spend more time internally. You want to spend more time with yourself. So you just figure out who it is you are. And anything worthwhile isn't necessarily easy at the beginning. But you spend that time building that foundation internally. You spend that time building that foundation with yourself, and it will pay dividends. It's an investment that you're making into you. The second that you have that foundation within, everything changes. Because you have that self-awareness, and that will drive you forward. So make sure that before you do anything, you have that strong foundation. You know who it is you are, or you know who it is you're getting into a relationship with. Like I said, it applies to every area of life. Make sure you're building strong foundations, and make sure you're spending the necessary time to build that foundation and make sure it's sturdy and strong so you can properly lean on it when things are going great and when things aren't going so great. Trust your foundation, build upon that foundation, and know that whatever you build upon a strong foundation will hold. If you build something up on a weak foundation, you can build it up high, you can grow it, and you can spend a lot of time building on a weak foundation, but eventually the cracks will form and it will crack. It will break down. Save yourself that time and energy by making sure you're building a strong foundation early on so you're able to lean on it and then grow upon it.